Djinn. We are here doing a walkabout. Thank you very much. I'm kidding, not a walkabout. I'm doing basically an impromptu video. And yes, there's going to be music, so I promise you that. I just got to tell you a few things. Today, I was going to the store and I bought something, and the bus made me remember something that happened to me. I'd say a couple of years ago, roughly few years ago. And mind you, they're bus stories. And before I go any further, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Hit that little bell icon. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you see that button that says subscribe? There's a reason why that's there. Push it, and you will be able to see my videos anytime I come up with one. Hell, go onto my channel. There's a whole list of at least 1,000 videos, and you could check any one of them. Check them out in their entirety, and it will help me and this channel, the Den of the Djinn, and your friendly neighborhood gamer shed. That is me. My name, Candor. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, again, like and subscribe. So, basically, I had this thought of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Not the funniest haha shit, the funniest in my personal opinion, because it had to do with some bullshit that happened to me. So it reminded me of me going on to the. It reminded me of when I was in going into my work, right, and the problem I had was I was trying to mind my own business. This old man gets on and starts giving me garbage. He starts giving me garbage, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, not me specifically, but the whole bus. And turns out he was racist. How do I know he's racist? Because he was giving garbage to people that were ethnic. And when I say ethnic, I'm talking about fellow Mexicans. Mind you, they were more Mexican than I look. I look white, guys. And honestly, from what I'm talking, you wouldn't think I knew Spanish, right? Well, I do. I know Spanish, and the problem is these people were completely bothered by the fact that this guy was calling them. I'm not going to give any slurs here because I don't want to get doxxed. Yeah, I know Spanish. Bienvenidos a mis canal, The Den of the Djinn. Y quiero decir gracias por chequeando mis videos. See, I know Spanish. Anyway, mind you, when you put me up on that, my brain doesn't always contrast, and sometimes my brain tends to have this cross-eyed look. Thank you, I appreciate it. But anyway, so like I was talking about the video that I'm talking about, the problem I had with this guy was he was giving these other Spanish speakers. I don't know if they were Mexican, Guatemalans. I don't know. They knew Spanish, and they were talking Spanish about themselves. I heard them speaking Spanish. It was none of my business, and it had nothing to do with me. But the problem I had was this guy basically had issues them speaking Spanish. So he starts going and it's like, why don't you go back to your country? All that racist garbage. He even calls them, well, that one slur. And I'm not going to put it on here because I am not that kind of man. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because when I was getting on the bus today, it randomly popped in and I thought, tell you guys. Why not? But anyway, long story short, I was about to say something, minding my own business, until the guy actually made it my business. And then he comes up to me and goes, hey, what do you think about these damn slurs. I'm not gonna mention it because it made me sick. Him saying it to me, mind you, he said it in the worst southern drawl that I've ever heard in my life. I swear he either came from the South or Texas, and I don't know which one's worse. And no, I'm not saying all people who come from the South or Texas are racist. I'm saying he just had that specific attitude, and that was the issue I had. I didn't want him giving the stereotype, but apparently it was more than enough that this guy had enough brains in his skull to think it was funny if it wasn't so tragic. But the guy says, "So what do you think about letting these damn immigrants?" And that was the nicest way he said it. "The not damn immigrants here in the United States." And I said, so I looked at him with the most driest look on my face. Basically paused my music because I was trying to groove, guys. I was trying to groove. I was trying to get into a mindset where I was trying to go to work and mind my own business. But this guy really stepped on the landmine, so I decided to implode. I started cussing him out in Spanish. I'm not going to tell you what I exactly said. I gave it to him both barrels, by the way. Both barrels, both languages. I gave it to him. I basically started. It's like, quítate, cabrón, quítate, lárgate. No quiero hablar con tu pinche racista pendejo. If you guys know Spanish, I basically hit him with the most mildest language I've ever. Mind you, again, mild language. I gave him very mild language. I could have given him the worst type of things I can think of, but I didn't want to go further. And he goes, "Oh no, he's one of them. He's one of them." I'm not gonna say it. He's one of them, right? And I'm like, "No, sir. I was born here in the United States. I'm proud of the fact that I'm Mexican, half Mexican. The other half is none of your goddamn business. Hell, that last part was none of your business. Point is, I'm telling you that if you don't know, shut the f up, because I'm tired of people like you thinking that you're correct just because you're saying it louder than everybody else." He shut up. And then he starts going off on the bus driver. The bus driver, I'm not saying this is a rude thing to say. I'm not telling you this for no particular reason except for the fact that he was trying to berate her because he was also making racist comments on the bus driver. The bus driver, by the way, was African American, black. She was black, and it cracked me the fuck up. Going, "Oh dear God, he really said it. He really said the N-word to her." Mind you, it's one thing that if he gets a pass, but apparently she did not feel like giving him a pass. I felt like the sentiment was correct. So she stopped the bus, told the fucker to get out, and then, on top of that, called her dispatch, to tell them not to let this guy on ever again because of his racist bullshit. I was like, yes, folks. It was. I saw justice, and it felt so good. By the way, how you doing, Dylan? Thank you very much for checking out my videos. Garcia, welcome to the Den of the Djinn. I appreciate the love. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. Thank you very much. Anybody out there checking out my videos just now, do the same. Helps the channel. I love you guys. Mwah! We all have the power, ladies and gentlemen, to get those idiots off our public transit. Mind you, that is just going to be on that particular point. I got other things to do. I'm going to be doing a couple of songs. If you guys want to hear a Disney song from me, I'll try. No promises, but I'll try. I'll give it a shot, guys. I really will. I do want to do that because I want to have some fun with you guys. And the only reason I want to make that particular story was because when I saw it, I've had more than a few run-ins with some of these buses. That was the best one I can think of. The worst one was I basically got yelled at for being on my phone, and the bus driver was just an old conjurer. Apparently, a technophobe. He hated the fact that I was on my phone on his bus. And I'm like, sir, I'm not doing anything wrong. I have my headphones in. I'm not letting everybody listen to my playlist. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want to be a DJ. It's just not everybody has the same kind of music taste I do. Mind you, I'm on this channel doing these weird songs. Some people like them, some people don't. That's fine. That's why I ask if you guys want to hear, if you want to recommend a song, I'll give it a shot. Don't expect anything out of it, but I'll give it a shot. That's one of the reasons why I do that here. So, if you guys know these next couple of songs or the timing of these songs, tell me, and I will give you a cookie. Virtual, of course, but you know this from. Come on, tell me what you guys think. You hear the spinning of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. In this terror time again, and you've been running through the night. It's terror time again. You just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the beating of your heart. You know the scream is gonna start. Here comes the really scary part. And it's terror time again. And we're running through the night. And it's terror time again. Or you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. The trees have been to moan, all the monsters grunt and groan, rotting faces full of slime. So I know it's terror time, and it's terror time again. And you just might through the night, and it's terror time again. Or you just might die of fright, and it's a terrifying time. You can, again, if you guys know the song and where it's from, hit in the comments and I'll tell you it, yes or no. Night, spooky fright, we bring the fights, might play in danger. Oh, the ghost is here, it is a fake. The ghost is here, there's no reason to shake. The ghost is here, I'll give us a break. It's fake. Smooth attacks down our backs. The lightning says for the exit. The ghost is here, he's protecting. The ghost is here, he's protecting some loot. The ghost is here, I'll give it the boot. It's fake. Doesn't matter where you go, you know. We always look for the show, and so look for the bogus, look for the scam, and every time the ghost is a sham. We're gonna see mirror light, and the moon is right, and fights with a monster. The ghost is here, is bringing us to face our fears in the creep and the mask. Cause the ghost is here, there's no reason to ask. He's fake. No, I am not. Straight as an arrow. By the way, are you? Ghost is here, he's the breeze in the suit. The ghost is here, he's protecting some loot. The ghost is here, I'll give him the boot. He's fake. Speaking of giving the boot, ask those kind of questions again, you'll get the boot. Weary light, the moon is bright. If you must not sight a monster, oh, the ghost is here is a frightening task. The ghost is our fears of the creep and the mask. Oh, the ghost is here, a reason to ask. He's fake. Why am I putting out these kind of songs right now? Well, no particular reason. No particular reason. It's not like it's the beginning of spooky season. Mind you, I think, and here's the thing, a lot of people think it's only for 1 month. Technically, it's 2. I feel like November deserves to be considered spooky season. Don't you? And yes, it's still technically September. I feel September should be allowed as well. So, in the next couple of months, you're going to be hearing some spooky season's music. So, enjoy. Yes, folks, I'm doing it for my entertainment, not yours. And if you're entertained, awesome! But that's none of my business. Technically, it is, Dad, but guess what? You guys like it? Put it in the comments. Thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Because I am going to be doing a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you, Butterfly in Love. Nice. Boys and girls in every age, there's something strange. We'll see and we will see. It's all found of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkin scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween. This is the scene. It's the treat was in the test. Right. It's time every saying, every town of Halloween. The one right in your bed. Shop and eyes going red. Your stairs. Snakes and stairs in my hair. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 This town we go home, where they on the tail to the pumpkin song. In this town, we love it now. Surprise! Mouse and flash can something second of that song and we'll scream! Listen to the dream if you're scared, well that's just fine. Listen it twice, sing it twice, sing it twice, sleep in the room in the middle of night. Everybody scream! Everybody scream! In this town of Halloween, the crowd of them with their right face! Crash, disgrace. I am the who and the call, who's there? I am the wind running through your hair. And the shadow of moonlit nights, live your dreams to the brim with fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. There's Halloween everywhere. There's not a good scare. There's souls and we're not mean. In this town of Halloween, this is town. If we love it now, if we say to the death surprise. You'll scream. Ready from the very special guy. This is the pumpkin patch. This is the pumpkin thing. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 This town we call home, where everyone hail to the pumpkin song. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Now, any of you guys out there, if you got any little ones out there, I do recommend, and mind you, I know I'm a couple of months early for this piece of advice, But I do have one piece of advice for you guys. When you take your kids out, do yourselves a favor, and it actually will work for you. Take someone, and mind you, that's going to be it for the music for this channel, for this video. Um, but I will recommend only three rules, guys. Three rules that will help you in this upcoming Halloween season. Um, Three rules that will save you guys a bunch of headaches, but also keep your little ones safe. One, make sure your kids basically stay within eyeshot. I know this sounds the stupidest rule in the world, even though a lot of people say, "Well, duh." Well, guys, not many people do it, and kids get lost, stolen, kidnapped, things like that, and it's horrible. Trust me, guys, it's not worth it. Um, and when you go out into you go into your neighborhood and stuff, do not trust the candy they're given. Whenever you basically tell them, "Hey, kids, before you even dig into your candy, we're gonna collect it first and then check your candy, guys, because there are people out there that still have this horrible idea of putting things into candy that should not be in candy." I say that because, again, it's been around for years, but apparently people do not have that ability, not in their brain cells, to check their children's candy. Hell, check candy in general. Always make sure that whatever you're given by someone else or even at the store, check the packaging. If it looks like it's been tampered with, like if it looks like it's someone put an iron to it, because there is a way to check that. Trust me. Look at the creases, and if it looks like it's actually been sealed, because there's a special type of glue that they seal it with. That is not. That does nothing to do with the candy. It just goes with the wrapper. Then, yeah, and it has to be manufactured. It can't be just given away. So in other words, if you notice that the seal has been melted on, then that basically means somebody did something to that piece of chocolate or that piece of whatever. Another thing, if you guys are gonna get balls, I'm sorry, you're never gonna be able to give your kids whole ones because sometimes they like to put stuff into those things, like who knows what, cut it open a few times and give it to them like a apple wedge or whatever. Make it a fun concept. Point is, guys, do it first diagonally and then like kind of like you're making, kind of like how you do it with an orange. Do it that way. That way you can actually be very, very sure that you're not giving your kid some kind of roofied popcorn ball, because I don't ever want to see that. Same thing with homemade in general. Unless you yourself have made it, don't trust it. That is my thing. And I'm sorry for saying that to a lot of people that are good people that just give out that stuff for fun. Trust me, there are people out there that do that. And it gets ruined by people that do that and actually cause harm. So for all you people that go out there and make this stuff for the kids, for your neighborhood kids, out of the kindness of your actual heart, I am so sorry. That's horrible. But unfortunately, these days we cannot trust everyone. If you yourself understand that, then all you do is basically keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that you are trusted and people come to you. You are not in the wrong here if you're the one that are basically doing this for because you love watching kids laugh or giggle or whatever. I'm just saying. Thank you very. By the way, blue blob. You mean you're a slime? Blue blob. That's alive. Just call yourself a slime. It's that simple, bub. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video. I sincerely do appreciate it. I could do one more Halloween song if you guys want to hear one, and I can do it because I actually love Halloween. One of my favorite. Blue blob. Okay, whatever. It's getting my tongue tied, but I'll call you blue blob. Blue. I'll call you blob. Blob for sure. But anyway, thank you for checking out. Like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. Please and thank you. Um, what do you guys think of Halloween in general? Me personally, I actually love it. Here's the last music song of this video. I know I said before, but this one's more. I felt like it was more appropriate. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They all together kooky, and the Addams Family. Their house is a museum where people come to see them. They really are a scream, the Addams Family. Neat. Sweet. Petite. So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick to go to crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family. You guys never seen the show or the movies? I'd recommend it. You're gonna be laughing your ass off half the damn time. Either by the movies, the TV shows, in general. I'd recommend them. They're actually really entertaining. And I actually looked this up. The Addams Family actually started as a web comic, not really a web comic. So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. You're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family. Anyway, so it was. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly when it was. I think it was around the early '60s and '70s. That someone did a little sketch of someone making morbid jokes, and somehow that whole thing turned into the Addams Family. They never actually had a real name for them. It was a family of some weird macabre. Mind you, it was a running joke where these people were just making really dark humor. It was really dark humor. And a lot of that dark humor started to translate, and they thought, hey, why don't we turn this into a movie or a TV show? They turned it into the TV show that we all know and love these days. And now, to this day, when you think Addams Family, you automatically think of the really dark humor. And now you know where that came from. I think it's funny in that sense, but that's just me. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a nugget to start munching on when I left. Don't worry, I'll be doing another video. I'll be doing one a little bit later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn Candor, wishing you love, luck, happiness, and hopefully, a good spooky season. I'll see you guys in the next.